Welcome to December Daily, my version, which is based on A Christmas Carol. So watch out for the ghost of Christmas past and don't step on Tiny Tim. Come on, let's go. Good morning, or whenever you're watching this. It is Monday afternoon. Made it through physical therapy again this morning. Can drive my car, can get down the stairs, can use a walker, not a wheelie cart. Get out of my car and get into physical therapy. Accomplished. Okay, I reprinted this smaller. Went too small. So this is just going to stay like this for a little, well, wait a second. Oh, shoot. I'm just going to leave it this size because this goes on the back. This is going in a 3x8. All right, we're just going to go with this size. May have to trim it. Let's see if we can make it a tad smaller from here without a circle pattern. What does that do? Not enough. It's gonna... Oh, I really didn't need to print it smaller. I needed to scoot everything over and cut it off here. Well, we're gonna go with this. And I'm gonna put this, and guess what I ordered today? A crocodile, whatever they call those things. A proper hole punch. It'll come to the house in Columbia while my husband is home. He left about an hour ago, which I don't know how he's going to do his job because everybody he has to deal with within the state offices just got sent home to quarantine for 2 weeks. He has one case tomorrow, and we shall see how all that goes. The county here has had a massive uptake in cases. The trucks are getting the vaccine delivered today, but of course the normal human being, won't get it in the United States till probably first and second quarter of 2021. Oh, this is gonna be crooked. So what am I doing? All right, Allie Edwards had a cute cupcake page. Well, we're not having cupcakes in the 1800s. So I still wanted to do a page on the ice skaters and how much Tiny Tim liked the ice skaters and enjoyed watching them. And hopefully this is a cute little picture I found on Pinterest that is of ice skaters. And hopefully when I flip it over, it's not too crooked. No, you can't tell that it's just an abstract little painting of kids making snow angels, which is going to transfer in my head to ice skating. So, it's not exactly ice skaters, but it's blue and it's cute, and I'm going with it. And I'm tired of mangling all my holes with this crazy hole puncher. So I ordered a crocodile, whatever they call those things, crocodile. And I got a new 2-inch circle punch since the one I got last year was a lemon and has never worked properly. So we're going to be holy, super holy here. Speaking of holy, the big church in New York City, St. John the Divine, which I've been to many times, had a shooting last night. Luckily, he was not a good shot. even though I think they said he got off like 20 shots, but the man that did the shooting was killed, and nobody else was, they said, injured, so that's good. Had a record of criminal activity. I don't know what's wrong with people. It was at a Christmas concert outside on the huge steps out front, and it had just ended, and they were cleaning up the equipment and moving it all back to where it needed to go and everything. And I was like, why? So useless. I just don't get people sometimes. So what have I done here? I just repeated the pattern and then wrote circles on top of it that kind of reflect Allie Edwards circles that she did with texture paste and all kinds of stuff. She knew she was having cupcakes, so she went with the circles, some kind of cupcake delivery service, and then they decorated them, a kit of some sorts. I never get this size right. So I did all of this in Procreate. Again, super simple on this end. That's all the journaling I have. Oh, I should have put a stupid date in. Today's the 14th. Or the 13th. Or 13th, I guess I'm working on. But super simple. Cute. What happened to mine? Oh, here it is. Ugh. But I really like how this looks, and it adds a different color into my journal. I haven't had a whole heck of a lot of blue. Well, I did yesterday, I guess, a little bit. I just did this on regular paper, which is still a little too big. And I just took a chunk out of it. And then put the circles on it. And calling this day done. Super easy. Wouldn't have been too much different if I was doing my own. Still too big. Dang nabbit. Can't ever get this right. Wish I had remembered to bring my paper trimmer. I might get my husband to bring it back. He left a little while ago. But he might be back earlier than we thought, if all his cases don't have personnel from the state to represent the state side. We've been lucky, sort of lucky in South Carolina, because we've hovered around 1,100, 1,500 until the spikes started going way up a month ago, I guess, a month and a half ago. And now we are averaging a little over 3,000 new cases a day. They had 1,500 new cases in this county alone last week. So it's like, okay, good thing I'm not going anywhere. Except to therapy, and they haven't had no cases there and had no problems. They're pretty safe. Face masks and wiping everything down ultra often. And super, super great physical therapy place, I'm telling you. And I'm off the wheelie cart, only with the walker, and I'm supposed to be putting my leg down and kind of shuffling. They had me doing lots of different exercises today and on a bicycle. Stationary bike. And trying to limber up my ankle. Still trying to get lots and lots of fluid out of it. It's way too much fluid. They said I can't do anything till half the fluid is removed, which makes me feel better that it's not all in my head. Jump, twirl, spin. Ice skating or playing in the snow. And we're going to do it and call that good. cute. So tomorrow I have the back side of a 3x8. And I need to come up with something for numbers. But now that my husband's not here, there's absolutely no distractions. Not that he was very distracted before, but you never know. Okay, I really like that. That is cute. Maybe because I'm really nervous about doing the ghosts. I want to get them right. And the only right or wrong is in my head. But I might do something like that with the ghosts. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I gotta think. But we're now down to less than half of the pages to be completed. I really, really like this. Really like it. We have our reason why. We have kind of a title page, and magic is something we make, and I'm making the magic of December Daily using the Christmas Carol magic. The fact that it was a movie that I've watched several times this winter already, based on the 1843 book by Charles Dickens. Ebenezer Scrooge's kind of like characteristics. Mr. Cratchit, his workspace, works hard all day, loves his family, his characteristics. Something about Christmas carols. The ghosts introduction page, all the ghosts. Uh-oh, this came undone. Which this is on acetate. Maybe we should do another thing of acetate tomorrow. Kind of depends on what Allie does. I don't have to copy hers, but I kind of like using her ideas. I like that page. And then we have Blame It on the Ghosts and all the names of the ghosts. Some more descriptive things about, oh, this was a day in the life of Scrooge. Works all day, lives in London. Here's his schedule. Rise, porridge, in office, lunch at exchange, in office, tea, in office, home, dinner, and pudding. Which all he does, in other words, is work. Characteristics of Tiny Tim. And why family is so special to him. With a little bit of a cutesiness. Ignore the cars. And then we have Scrooge's reading for the month of December, which was The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Don Quixote, and Robinson Crusoe, all books from his era. About family, the Cratchit family, and what they like. Good food, games with family, caroling, some of the things they think about during Christmas. This was about Dickens, the writer, because I have to have some other stuff thrown in besides the movie because I'm going to have too many days. And how many he visited America twice, Boston, New York, Philadelphia. He's buried in Westminster Abbey. Christmas Carol was written in 1843. He lived until 1870. He wrote 15 books, edited a weekly journal for 20 years, 5 novellas, and hundreds of short stories. A little picture of the goose. A little picture of Cratchit and Ebenezer in the office, and a London street scene. Which that needs a little bit of something right there too, but I haven't done it yet. London. This is a title from one of Allie's classes during, I think, this year. What is different? And I chose to focus on the London in the 1800s and the fact that they had child labor, horrible soot on everything, sanitation or lack thereof, sludge due to weather, horse manure around, crowded and noisy. And that's just the conditions in London unless you lived in a lovely castle. The wish lists for Tiny Tim is wanting a new cooking pot for his mum, a smile for Ebenezer, a day off for Dad, and happy ice skaters. Bob Cratchit wants endless coal, health for Tiny Tim, new mittens, and happiness for Ebenezer. And Ebenezer wants less people, harder workers, and less donation requests. Grumpy, grumpy, grumpy. And I did this kind of like Allie did. She had an envelope like this too for her children's wish lists. And then we get into the circle, the half circle with the snow day, and we continued the snow day theme with ice skaters. So here we go. Tomorrow. Fun. I really love this. Fun. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.